What's up, everybody? I'm Aaron, and this is Talking Points. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Talking Points. In this week's episode, I'll go over our latest video lineup. Of course, it was a real slow week for the channel, but you'll get to hear more about that. I'll also unbox another set item and go over this week's Mobile Game Madness Game of the Week. Maybe not in that order. I don't know how I want to do it, so we'll see. And finally, I'll discuss this week the much anticipated Talking Points. So now that I've got all that said and done, let's get talking. So first off, for our video recap, as we always go through during the early part of the video, last week we continued to upload a majority of our extralife.org replays. We did our charity event. We're now putting the videos up there for you. We took on Super Mario World first and attempted a Starland run, Star Level run. Yeah, I'm terrible with the names of what the challenges were. We finished it by completing that run and beating Bowser, which was a big deal since it was actually the first game we completed a full challenge on. Yeah, we're rusty. We know. So anyway, after that we took on the classic arcade brawler turned N64 classic Rampage World Tour. Now, trust me, I'm a big Rampage fan, so this was kind of like a boner moment for me. I mean, I literally just jumped on the idea as soon as Josh named it. We completed the game within about, I think we played it for about 4 or 5 hours. Did a lot of grinding and dominating the world, stomped on a bunch of people, ate them, trashed the world. Then we took on the land of Hyrule and Legends of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Josh gave me the controls for that, and I worked my way through the first couple of missions, completed a couple of dungeons, completed the Hyrule Castle dungeon, which is the first dungeon of the game, and yeah, I died a lot. Big deal. We know that's what I'm good at. So, after that, Josh took to the forest as a foul but friendly Conker the Squirrel in Conker's Bad Fur Day. I laughed my ass off of that and even fell asleep for a couple of minutes. It is what it is. It's what I do best. We ended our game day run with Resident Evil Revelations, in which after 11 minutes, both Josh and myself concluded our game day run. We both started feeling horrible. We'd been up for about 24 hours already, and yeah, we were both not prepared for that like we should have been, but still we did a good job. So we started getting back on our normal schedule yesterday with me playing South Park Let's Go Tower Defense Play. I guess that's the right name for it. I had a blast playing it. It'll probably be a 1 or 2 series Let's Play. So yeah, that's about it for the recap news. As for team news, we got a big celebration coming up. Well, not a big celebration, but we're celebrating the fact that we got 300 subscribers. Hey, thanks to all of y'all out there that are watching and sharing us with your friends. It really helps us out a lot. We're enjoying this. I mean, I'm wearing my tuxedo shirt just for this. Josh and myself are also working behind the scenes right now on a few projects. I really can't tell you what they are right now, but we'll make an announcement when the big projects come out. Doing a revamp of the channel as well, so I don't want to spoil too much, but you'll just have to watch. Well, now that we got that out of the way, let's open up our new set items for the week, which is Grinning Ultron Summer 2015 A Limited Edition Funko Pop. And he comes right out. He's also a bobblehead. So, apparently this was for the Age of Ultron movie that came out. So now that I've got that adds to my Funko Pops all over on this side. I thought it would be perfect for the set. And I also got this. This is more for my Christmas tree this year. I don't know if you can see it. It's R2-D2. Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars nerd, so collecting any kind of action figure or ornament for a Christmas tree, yeah, that's pretty cool. So anyway, that wraps up everything for the news. We're going to move on to this week's Mobile Game Madness Game of the Week. And this game comes to us from the weirder side of the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store in the form of the game Toilet Time. Toilet Time is an app by ToCing in which you play as yourself, playing games based on little mini games based on the toilet. All of these Potty-esque mini games reward you for completing your challenges with golden plungers, which you can use to unclog the golden gift toilet. Yeah. Which gives you gifts for collecting the. I cannot do this with a straight face. I'm sorry. It's just this game is so fucking weird that yeah. I mean, it gives you keys to unlock legendary toilets. I mean, look, I'm not making this shit up. This game actually exists. It actually is out there. I found myself playing this for about a couple hours at a time. I mean, I'm sitting there playing these games and I'm thinking to myself, God, I'm actually playing a game based around the fucking toilet. Yeah, I mean, what kind of sick human enjoys playing with a virtual toilet? I mean, aside from most YouTubers and me. Maybe that's what you people like. This is probably the result of, this app itself is probably the result of some bigwig or, CEO of a company sitting at his desk thinking, God, what kind of game can I make that would just sell to the people so well and be addictive? And then all of a sudden he got a bad case of diarrhea and he was like, oh God, I've got an idea. I can't believe this is an idea. Let me try this out and see if it sells. I mean, the thing has been a hit on the stores, so I mean, for when I tried it out, it was fun and challenging, but at the same time, it's weird as hell. And I mean, I can't really fault it for anything. I mean, other than the fact that it's, well, toilet humor, Now, does it deserve a 5? No, but it gets a 4 out of 5 from us here at ToC. It's fun, challenging, it makes you laugh the whole time. I mean, but it's not, it's mini games. It's not a big game, so, I'm not gonna fault it for that, but I'll give it a 4 out of 5. So, it's like I said, not the big game, but hey, the mini games make it funny, and it's got some funny moments in it. I recommend you check this out just because of the fact this game is sure to bowl you over. Sorry, bad pun. I know. So now let's move on to the namesake of the show. My personal favorite thing to do is to read your talking points. So last week I asked you, the viewers, to name your favorite video game mode of transportation. We had about 4 or 5 people that really wanted to answer this one seriously, and Joey, one of our longtime viewers, got the coveted first answer on the spot, or first answer spot with his answer of Chocobo! Katie writes, since I can't say Chocobo, I'll go with Gummy Ships from Kingdom Hearts. Katie, we didn't say you couldn't say Chocobo. We don't let one person hog everyone's favorite ornithological form of transportation. Yeah, I just used the big word ornithological because I know that word. Taylor, our longtime viewer and talking point responder. In fact, she's answered more talking points than I think anybody else in the show. So Taylor, hats off to you. Maybe we might send you a t-shirt. Her response was, I can't drive for shit in video games, so I stick to running or fast travels. Jen writes, Taylor and Jen are actually tied, I think, for that coveted spot of most responses. Jen writes, anytime there's a game where you can ride a horse, I'll choose a horse. Or if it's a highly destructive wheeled vehicle like a tank, I'd drive that just to smash stuff. Okay, that's a little scary. My favorite vehicles to drive are the ones from the Lego games because they're usually quirky and do funny things. Well, thank you, Jen, for those 3 choices there. Sorry, my eye was a little itchy. It's been a long day. I'm running off of about, I think, 3 hours of sleep altogether. I had a long night playing video games with former ToC member Will and our longtime friend Brandon. Thanks, guys. Y'all got a shout out as well. For our team answers, mine was any of the airships from the Final Fantasy series, especially Ragnarok from 8 or Chocobos. Josh says the R-Wing from Star Fox and the Karibo shoe. I said it right, Josh. From Super Mario Bros. 3. So that wraps up last week's talking points. Now we'll move on to this week's talking point, which is, what retro PC game was your absolute favorite? Now, retro PC games, I know retro is a broad definition, but I'm looking for your first video game experience on a PC that was memorable to you. And for me, that was a no-brainer with Oregon Trail. That game was so much fun and made dying of dysentery sound like an amazing way to live your life. That, or if your ox died in the river, or you broke an axle and had to wait 3 turns. Yeah, those were challenges back in the day. What are your answers for this one? Let us know in the comments below or on the Facebook or Twitter pages. We'll be glad to give you a shout out. And well, that's about all the time we have for today. It was a short episode. Like I said, we really didn't do a whole lot of anything new this week. We continued on with the same old, same old. And so anyway, yeah, that wraps up Talking Points for today. And we'll see you in the next episode.